Mm-mm. Well, I gotta get ready to get the fuck up on out of here because I gotta do the walk this morning. This is your home girl, Barbosa, 914, Westchester County, New York, coming to you with another live video. And it is what it is. Shout out to the chat. Shout out to the chat. Yo, this is your home girl. Yeah. So I was trolling. Well, troll. Well, you can say trolling, you can say cruising, you can say walking down these YouTube streets. And I've been noticing something strange. Why is OSD constantly doing videos about Just Jay? I was kind of wondering about that because I thought he was cool with her. You know what I mean? And he's not doing like live videos where she's actually on the link with him. He's doing like old content that he has in his arsenal. You know what I mean? He may have been on the link with her before X, Y, and Z. You know, I'm trying to figure out why is he coming for her? Because that's the way it seems like to me. I could be wrong. You know what I mean? Because I don't remember going on the YouTube streets, seeing that he was live right away. He might have been live, but I probably wasn't paying attention. I probably went somewhere else to look at something else, or I probably started doing something else, or I perhaps fell asleep. You know, shout out to the chat. You know, I like OSD. I do. But it just seems like he's following the same pattern a lot of men in the sector do. He seems to be following in their footsteps. That sound to me that's suspect. That's almost like a Garrick coming for a Moonlight. And why was Garrick doing it? To get his numbers up. You know? I'm not saying that's what OSD is doing, you know, right away when I look at the videos. Because when I see what I see, I can't ignore it. That's something that can't be ignored. Because I find it's a very common thing in this sector. I see Kwame Brown coming for Farmer Nancy. It's a common theme in this sector where the men are coming for the women. That's a common theme. That's something that's been going on in the sector for a lot of years. Since 2000 and what? 21. Ever since Kwame Brown came onto the scene. And I'm going to say it a fuck again. I'm going to say it again. Tommy Sotomayor exposed Kwame Brown. Hassan Campbell exposed Kwame Brown. Those that were in the Kwame Brown camp in 2001, 2021, 2022, Because he came to this YouTube streets in 2021. 21. So 2021, 2022, a lot of people left from under the clutches of Kwame Brown. But we got some that say, I really don't care for Kwame Brown, but, I want to be like him. Kwame Brown is a doxer. Kwame Brown is a YouTube social media troll. He's a loser. He's a pathetic, weirdo, creep. He's a pathetic, low life, low vibration dude. He is surrounded by yags. He is surrounded by zombies. He is surrounded by people that don't have a mind of their own. They are mindless zombies. They are sheeple. They're not even people. Shout out to the chat. But I realize what's going on in this sector. A lot of that same shit that was played out in the movie, The Queen of the Damned. There's a lot of YouTube creator cannibalism going on. Yeah. And it's mostly being perpetrated by the men. Mostly. Because this is not the first night he has done a reaction video about one woman. This is not the first time. If this is a reaction video. But I see that that's a common thing in this sector. It is. Shout out to the chat. That's my feeling on it. That's my opinion. That's what I'm seeing. And I like OSD. I do. I think he's a cool dude, but I think he might be trying to look for some attention. I think he's trying to get some more extra numbers. That's not really necessary if you're creative in what you're doing. Certain things just aren't necessary. Certain things just aren't warranted. Or they're not worth it. They're not worth it in the long run. It's not. Shout out to the chat. That's just my opinion. That's just my thought on it all. I listened to what he said for maybe 5 minutes. I didn't even play the whole thing. You know how you try to fast forward a little bit? You listen a little while longer, then you be like, I already see what he's doing. I already see what he's doing. Stevie Wonder can see what you're doing. Shout out to the chat. Good morning, Tamika. Good morning. Tamika, are you working tonight? Well, I'm saying tonight. This is actually morning. I gotta get ready to leave out of here in a few minutes, Tamika. But I just wanted to come up real quick and say what I'm saying about Oh So Dope. OSD. I can't believe him. And it just seemed like, and this is my opinion, and this is what I'm saying. It just seemed, because this is not the first night that he's done this. He's done this twice this week. He doesn't have anything else to talk about. Something just ain't right. He's got a channel. He's got plenty of content, and he can only focus on talking about just Jay. That's crazy. That's crazy. You know, and that's a common thing where the men going after the women. But when a man is talking about them 24/7, dragging them through the mud, they don't have nothing to say. They say very little. I'm not saying that that's what he's doing, but it just seemed like it's kind of petty what he's doing to her. That's petty. Got a lot of petty dudes in the sector. And they want to talk about Bishop, but at least Bishop, he chilling, right, with over there what he doing. You know what I mean? He got his hands full. He going against Kwame Brown. He's helping out Farmer Nancy. You know what I mean? I've been on these YouTube streets a long time, and I found, you know what I found out? I found out that people will pick at you if it's going to bring up their numbers. If people is actually going to watch their tonteria, their basura. That's what it is. Basura tonteria. That means trash and foolishness. Bullshit. Bullshit. And then that laugh that he does. You can tell it's a fake laugh. It's not coming from his heart. He's trying to entertain people he don't need to be trying to entertain. Just grow your audience on your own. Stop trying to use people to grow your audience. It's not necessary, especially a dude that's as intelligent as he is. That's something that Kwame Brown would do. That's something that Garrick would do. That's something that Predator 101 would do. That's something that TJ would do. That's something that Kev Lowe would do. That's something that some of these old washed up YouTube creators in the sector would do. Shout out to the chat. Because I don't have an issue with her. I don't. I remember one time, we had a disagreement, but I don't have an issue with it. Because you know what I learned to do? Agree to disagree. Move on. Look somewhere else. Shout out to the chat. But that's the common theme in the sector. Let me get my numbers up. And these are dudes now. These are dudes doing this. Let me get my numbers up and let me come for this one. Because I've seen it happen in the sector. And it's just not the Kwamites doing it. Let that be known. It's just not the Kwamites that are doing it. You know what I mean? Word. It's good to see you, Tamika. I got to get ready to get the hell up on out of here. I want to leave here by 4 o'clock. Because if I leave here any earlier than that, it's not going to make any sense. So I'm going to leave here about 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, 4:30. I should get to where I'm getting by 5:30. Because it's not going to make any difference. You know what I mean? It's not going to make any difference. Because I remember I went there Monday. And I went there Tuesday. Wasn't too much popping. You know what I mean? But it's getting close to Christmas Day. So a lot of these supervisors, these construction supervisors, site supervisors, they're going to be wanting their sites cleaned and squared away. They want everything organized, looking very neat. So when you go to certain work sites like that, what they usually have you do is throw everything away. Even if you're on the building, you're outside on the site, they like for everything that's not being used, even certain materials, to be thrown away. And I've seen them throw away stuff that if they hold on to it and they take it to a scrapyard or something, they could make money off of it. I've seen them throw away good wire. I've seen them throw away good wood. I've seen them throw away bricks. I've seen them throw away so much stuff that they could just actually hold on to, take it to a scrapyard somewhere or wherever they're taking it to make a little extra money off of it. But some site managers and some site supervisors don't think like that. That's how I know that the construction industry is changing. They don't look at what they're throwing away, because a lot of the shit that they be throwing away is money. It's money. A lot of those pallets that they got, those empty pallets. Now, if the pallets are not, let's say if they are not broken and they're in good condition, why throw them away when you can simply take them somewhere and sell them? You can take them to it's just like a lot of places that you could take it to, like wooden pallets, pieces of wood that's still good, still material. And I seen them throw these things away. They're throwing away money. That's what letting me know that these guys don't have the know-how or the experience anymore to run the construction site. I mean, half of these construction sites, when ice comes on them, they're closing them down anyway. If OSHA is not closing them down, ICE is closing them down. Nah, this morning I'm gonna walk, man. I'm gonna walk because I'm gonna tell you something, Tamika. The buses don't run before 5 o'clock. This lady opens the building between 5 o'clock and 5:30. If you're not down there, okay, let's say that she got a bunch of repeat tickets going out, right? And let's say that some people don't come in, which is going to be some people that don't come in. You know what I mean? You got to be ready. You got to be ready for her to call your name, be like, yo, I need you to go out on this ticket. It's an X, Y, and Z ticket. It's paying such and such and such. That's why I'm leaving early. If I leave on the bus, I'll be missing my opportunity. Like if I want to catch the bus coming back, I can do that. But I'm going to have to walk this morning. It's not going to be that cold this morning. Because when I left out yesterday, it wasn't all that cold yesterday. Even though it was 28 degrees outside. Shout out to the chat. Because it didn't stay 28. It went up to like 50-something degrees. Yeah. The weather in South Carolina is ridiculous. I've never seen weather like this before in my life. You know what I mean? And I've been here for a couple of years. It's a big difference between New York and South Carolina. But if I had to live my life all over again, I would have never came to South Carolina. Not as a grown person. I would have stayed in New York. But unfortunately, certain things was unforeseeable, and I couldn't help for that happening, and I ended up moving. The building I was living in Yonkers, right there on Saratoga Avenue, the building went into foreclosure. So once the building went into foreclosure, we had to move anyway. I was like, fuck this shit. So I moved down. I moved down to South Carolina. I was used to being in South Carolina before, so I moved to South Carolina, and I'm starting to regret that decision. You know what I mean? But that was an impulsive decision. You know, I can't stand South Carolina. I don't like the people down here, and I don't like the politics down here. These people are straight racist. There is racism everywhere. It's racism everywhere. And I find it very interesting that we got a lot of YouTube creators like OSD and like Sis and you know, all these other different creators that are highly intelligent people, and they're not talking about anything but some house nigga bullshit. These are intelligent dudes, and I don't hear them talking about nothing political, nothing to help someone, nothing to plant seeds, absolutely nothing. These guys don't talk about sports. They really don't. They don't talk about current events. It's the same old, doing dried up, stupid reaction video. In my opinion, reaction videos coming from a man is stupid. It's stupid. That's not leadership. That's not leading anyone. That's not helping anyone. But these niggas in the sector ain't about helping nobody. They're not about being political, or they want leadership positions, but they're not doing anything to be real leaders, so to speak. Shout out to the chat. That's just my fucking opinion. They're losers. They come on this fucking app. I don't care if it's for an hour or 2 hours. They talk about people. That's something a bitch is supposed to do. Females do that. You know what I mean? It's the same bullshit. I heard one people say nigga noise. I call it house nigga bullshit. YouTube tonteria. That's exactly what the fuck it is. The queen of the damn bullshit. They don't got nothing else to do but talk about certain people on this app. That's crazy. Every day. It's not one day, it's every fucking day. These people are monetized. That's telling you right there they don't have any content. No kind of content whatsoever. Shout out to the chat. No, he don't. Stop it. Stop it. No, he don't. No, he don't. You know what? I was on the YouTube streets for a little bit yesterday, right? And I watched a little bit of his content. It's the same bullshit. Same empty gossip. The same stupid laughter. The same dried up jokes. You know, same bullshit. Over and over. Nobody wants to watch that. Nobody. That's just my opinion. Some people want to watch it. I don't. I don't. Certain people don't need to be in the algorithm. I don't give a fuck how many channels they got. Fuck. Oh, okay. Yeah, you here for the laughs. Yeah, sometimes it is good to laugh. You know what I mean? It's good to laugh at the right kind of shit to laugh at. It's not good to laugh at other people's expense. And that's what he does. That's what he does. Or that slick dissing. You know what I mean? Even though me and him went through what we went through And we passed it up. In my heart, I still hold certain things to be true. And I was like, ain't no need to really like, if I see him live, I'll stop by for a few minutes and I'm gone. Or sometime I won't stop by at all. I'll just see the red light. Oh, he's live, and just pass right on by. Like Sybil said, walk on by. And I've discovered the new channels to go to anyway. So I'm losing my interest in this sector. Certain people in this sector. You know what I mean? Word. You might not, but I do, because I think if you entertain something long enough, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, and you're hearing the same dry bullshit, ain't no need for me to even be over it. You know? Yeah, I mean, you don't watch the news as much, but you stay in touch with current events because we got a lot of shit going out here in this world. A lot of stuff is happening. I really don't expect you to understand, Tamika, because I know that you like Sis and I know you do. That's okay. But just watch it, man, because not cool. Some of the shit he do, not cool at all. Not cool. In my opinion. And I really don't like to criticize him, but I see what I see. You know what I mean? I see what I see. It's crazy. I'm starting to sound like some other people on this app. No, but for real, I came up on some other channels that are more interesting. Channels I can actually learn something from. I can't learn nothing from listening to somebody talk about Lonnie for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes. I can't. Once I see that they got her avatar, and she might have been on the panel with some other people, or G Money, or whoever the other people is, I don't want to listen. Because it's the same old. Bullshit. The women in the sector don't even talk about the dudes like that in the sector as much. They don't. And if they do, they don't have their image up, and they don't have their avatars up. You know what I mean? That's a form of cyberbullying. And we can't forget that he did some false flagging on Farmer Nancy. Yeah, he false flagged her channel. Yeah, she won her thing about that. They reinstated those videos, but it's still the fact that Sis false flagged Farmer Nancy for no fucking reason. Just because she got an opinion, just because she criticized him. I think that's some weak, dweeb, cornball shit. He false flagged her. Period. And that's my opinion. You know, and I think that's wrong. You're going to get mad at someone because they have an opinion about you, they criticize you, they critiquing you, and you're going to come up here and false flag. That's crazy. That's crazy. And it's unnecessary. But that's the shit that goes on in this sector. He's not the only one that does shit like that. I remember last year on my other channel, somebody false flagged that. Somebody false flagged it on some cyberbullying and all that other bullshit. But you know what? The flags that they gave that channel, Those flags went away. They went away. Shout out to the chat. And all my channels, every channel that I have ever created is still on the YouTube streets. None of them have been banned. None of them have been banned. Shout out to the chat. Now I got this channel, you know. It's a little after 3 o'clock in the morning. So about 3:30, I'll come off, you know. Close to 3:30, you know. Shout out to the chat. Because I know it's early in the morning, but this is my usual time of going live anyway. This is my usual time of going live anyway. Because circumstances have changed and things have changed, I go live now. I can go live 1 o'clock in the morning. I can go live 3 o'clock in the morning. I can go live 5 o'clock in the morning. I can go live 6:30 in the morning. I can go live between 8 and 9 o'clock in the morning. I can go live whenever I feel like going live. Shout out to the chat. I've discovered an avenue on this platform about using certain highlights of these live videos that I do and letting the YouTube, because there's a feature on the YouTube that you can use that can turn your highlight video, short video, into a living, breathing song. And that's what I've been doing. I've been working mostly on my content. That's why a lot of times I don't show up in certain people's chats. And I kind of like feel that for certain people, they really don't, appreciate your view anyway. You know what I mean? Word. I had to get in touch with somebody yesterday and be like, yo, it is what it is, man. Because even though my channel is a certain way, and it's been that certain way for a long period of time, my reputation precedes me. And I still hear people calling me crazy. I still hear people, saying that like little things about me. It doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck what people say about me. They can suck a bag of dicks and take 2 scoops up their fucking ass. Because a lot of these dudes on this platform need to get, slapped the fuck up. For real, for real. The way they be talking. They be talking all kind of crazy. But if they were standing in front of me, they wouldn't have nothing to say. You know what I mean? They wouldn't have the same energy. Word. That's just the way I feel. I feel that way. And I feel that it's kind of, pathetic that some people, that's their content, talking about other people. That's some people's content, talking about other people. It's not talking about other people all the time. Gossip is not content. That's called gossip. That's not real content. False flagging people and then laughing and bragging about it, that's not content. And I've never seen so many people, get a channel, create a channel, work on that channel for a couple of years. Someone comes by, they criticize you, they hurt your feelings a little bit, and then you're going to false flag them. And then when your false flag doesn't go through, when you fail at doing what you did, instead of you admitting what the fuck you did to your audience, instead of saying, look, you fucked up, you shouldn't have did that cornball shit, you don't say anything like that. You just keep going on like nothing happened. Word. And she deserves an apology. Farmer Nancy deserves a formal apology. Yeah. For real, for real. That's the way I feel. Cause that lady ain't did nothing to nobody. That lady just came up, had an opinion. People got an opinion about me all the fucking time. I don't have the same thing. If I hear their opinion, let's say I don't agree with it, right? You know, I'll go ahead and do a video, but I don't put the person's name. I don't have to put your name in it. I can just say, look, X, Y, and Z. And then that's the end of the video. I'm not going to go on a month campaign and go after you. I'm not going to hit people's panels every night, different channels, and be like, yeah, let me talk about X, Y, and Z. And I don't like what they did. And I don't have to do that. I don't have to do that. And I go where I want to go. And I sit in chats that I want to sit in. And if I don't want to sit there more than 5 minutes, guess what? I leave. I just gave the person a view. That's all it's about. Clicks and views for some people. Other people, I'm trying to get this YouTube paycheck on the 21st. Well, the 21st is soon to come, soon come. So a lot of you getting paid anyway. A lot of you that are monetized, but let's put this on the floor. This is going to be 2026. So 2026 is coming right around the corner. A lot of you are going to have to start changing your content, and you know it. You're running out of time. You're running out of time. It's not my fault that you're running out of time, but you should have enough people by now that support your tonteria. You should have enough people right now that's going to support your tonteria. I ain't never seen a bunch of people in my life that listen to someone that says people that join the military are stupid. I've never seen this before, where people are actually coming out, got people subbed up to them, and they're listening to someone. You're listening to someone call you stupid for your life choice. They're calling you stupid for looking out for yourself when you got out of high school. You didn't go to a college somewhere right away, but you went into the military. You served this country for a couple of years, and you got some people on this app that totally disrespect that. But there's a lot of veterans on this app that support people that totally disrespect them. They totally disrespect them. They disregard them. They say the choice that you made for your life, that put money in your pocket, that's putting money in their pocket, they don't respect. Wow, that's crazy. Ain't no way in the world I'm going to tell a veteran some crap like that. I'm going to tell them, thank you for your service. You know why? Because a lot of my family members served in the military. My grandfather, a World War II Navy man. My Uncle Charlie, a Vietnam vet, Navy man. My cousin, Tex Storter, Vietnam Marine man. And other people in my family. I got a nephew right now that's in the Air Force. So he's stupid for choosing to go into the service. He already got his college education. He got 2 degrees. He got a wonderful career. He just recently got married. He got a little child now. Shout out to the chat. So he's doing just fine. He didn't complete college right away. He went where? Into the military. Shout out to the chat. I had a brother years ago. He was in the military. He was there when he got deployed to go to New York City when 9/11 happened. But we got these YouTube creators around the same age my brother is, and I didn't hear them not one time say, I went down there, or I donated, or, whoop-de-whoop. They didn't do shit. You know why? Because they don't like certain politics of this country. You don't have to like the politics, but you can at least support the people that support you. You could at least be nice with your talking points, because you got a lot of people that support your channel because they like you, but you're disrespecting them right in their fucking face. And you can't tell me they don't fucking hear that. That's fucking crazy. Shout out to the chat. So I'm going to close out this video, but I'm not closing out my opinions, and I'm not closing out my thoughts. That's just the way I see things. That's happening on the YouTube streets. A lot of nigger noise, a lot of house nigger mentality, a lot of the queen of the damn bullshit going on, and a lot of dudes that got the Marcus Wesson ego going on. Shout out to the chat. That's my opinion. That's what I'm seeing out of my own 2 eyes. I'm 52 years old. I'm not stupid. I'm not blind. I can read. I can comprehend very well. You know what I mean? It's just that I'm just not gonna agree with certain people. And certain people need, and I don't care what nobody say. Sis owes Farmer Nancy a formal apology. Shout out to, and he owes Bishop an apology. False flagging. Yeah, he do. He owed them a fucking apology. Just because you got a lot of channels, just because you got people that support you, doesn't give you the right to mistreat others just because they have an opinion about you. Yeah, I'm saying it. They're not saying it. I'm saying it. I'm out. Peace, y'all. Y'all have a good one.